Day trading is one of those unique skills that you have to learn yourself by banging your head against the trading platform for many years. And let me give you one of the examples of these skills. What you see in front of you is a chart that most traders use, but then you see the tape next to it to the right, and then you see the level 2 data. And the level 2 data is the box that says bid and ask. Now, I want you to pay attention real quick. Look at the price declining. Did you see that? I'm going to expand it so you can see better. You see how fast they decline? But look what happens. See if you can catch the skill that you need right here. You see that? Did you see that right now? Take a look. Look what happens. Okay? Now, this is supply and demand at work. You see, the first row is the level 1 data. That's the actual price in action. The other rows lower than that is the limit orders that are pending on the book. But if you notice, the high price volume action on the ask in the lower levels, the buyers came in, they bought that. Immediately the price shot up, and look now. Look at this. I already went in. If you 366. As soon as I mentioned, look at the price, I went in. Now look what happens. Okay. Now, while I'm in the trade, my eyes are strictly looking at the bid. I'm looking at the numbers, 383, 382, 387. I'm just looking at that. I'm looking at the ask, 412, 411, boom, I sold. Did you see that? Did you see how fast I bought more and sold immediately when I saw the red candle? No worries if you didn't catch it. You see, this is one of the skills that nobody's going to teach you. Nobody's going to be able to teach you that. You're going to be able to see those numbers and immediately know the volume size, if it's greater than the buyer side on the ask, or if the buyer side is larger than the ask. And like that, you can tell supply and demand. I'm going to slow it down right now so you can see. Look. I'm slowing it down very slow so you can see the price decline. Okay? Take a look. See if you see something different right now that you couldn't catch before. Look at the ask. 357, 354, 347. But look what happens. You see the number 68? Immediately, the buyers bought 6,800 orders. Did you see that? And what happened to the price? It went right back up. That means the buyers were able to sustain a large amount of sellers. That tells me that there's a huge demand and the supply is not enough. Now, did you see what happened? Did you see that 158? That's 15,800 orders right there that went through, and the price went back up again. You see the skills in doing that immediate math. Did you see the 53? Okay. Now look what happens to the price. Spikes up again. So you see, there's a huge amount of sale orders on the ask being provided, and the buyers are just taking it. Okay, immediately. That means huge demand. And look what happens to the price. Take a look. It's very important that you look. Look. Keep your eyes on the bid. Keep your eyes on the bid. Split of a second. It will happen. In split of a second. This type of skills, nobody can teach you that. Only your head banging your platform is that you can learn this. Now, I enter at 366, but look what I'm about to do. Okay? I'm looking at the bid. I'm looking at the ask. My eyes are only on the bid and the ask, not on the chart, not on the VWAP, not in a moving whatever it's called. Okay? I'm not doing that. I'm strictly looking at the bid and the ask, but mainly on the bid because that's where I'm in. Okay? Now look. very careful at the numbers. And I have it in slow motion so you don't miss it. Okay? 391 on the bid, 395, 94, 93. Price comes down, right? To 90, 88, 87, 86, 85. Look at the ask. Look at this. You see that? 41 at the 393, but you don't see large numbers on the bid. Now look what happens, 45. Did you see that? What do you think is going to happen when there's a large order on the ask and immediately the buyers take it? What do you think is going to happen to the price? That's right, supply and demand. The price is going to climb right up. Okay? That's the pressure. That's the buying pressure that I, as a trader, on the long side, I want to see. And that's what I'm going to jump in immediately just before it takes place or when it's taking place. Okay? And then when I see that it's getting to the highest level, and I even see the prices declining on the ask and the bid, I'm going to sell. Okay? I'm going to show you right now. Look, slow motion. And if you have any difficulties, please go back, rewind, and review it all over again. Because this is a critical skill that you must have in order to even think of becoming a profitable trader. And nobody can teach you this but your own skills. Okay, take a look. See the prices? 389, 386, 387, a little pullback, 389. Now look what happens. Immediately, 412, 414. You see the order of 50 at 413? Guess what? It couldn't pass that. It couldn't pass that. And look at the green candle. I immediately sold. Did you see that? I immediately sold. When I saw that the buyers were unable to buy the price, that large order at around 413. Now, do you think anybody can teach you the skill? No. That skill you can only acquire by banging your head on your platform and the market financially smacking you all the time until you learn it. It's the only way. Now look what happens. Okay? The buyers were unable to sustain the high price. I sold immediately when I saw that, but look what happens to the price. Slow motion. It declines immediately. At the moment I see the red candle even initiating, by the time I see the red candle initiating, I'm already out because the level 2 data was able to tell me that the red candle is about to start because the price couldn't continue any higher. That's why the level 2 data, it is the most important skill that you could have if you want to become a successful trader. Listen, this is the only tool that famous traders used back in the early 1900s when they had no computers, they had no moving average, none of the technical information. The only thing they had is how many buyers, how many sellers, and how many orders were being submitted. Exactly what's provided in the level 2. Okay? Thank you for your time. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do so. And until next time.